right, so there's a lot of things that we're going to talk about, and then we will spend a few days working on all the key features of a quadratic. So again, things that are really important that you know are standard form and vertex form of a quadratic. So you've got y equals ax squared plus bx plus c is your standard form. Vertex form, y equals a parentheses x minus h squared plus k. Your vertex is hk. So k is always the same here, but for h, since the formula is x minus this number after the minus is what you would be putting right there. So if it was a plus, then you know your h has to be negative. Again, it's whatever's like opposite in the parentheses. Okay, so let's look at some quadratics. So we're gonna have, let's do, okay, so the first thing will be our axis of symmetry, which is a line that goes through our vertex, and our vertex is where your parabola changes directions, right? So you're going down. Once you hit the vertex, you start to go up. Let me get a ruler. So our axis, okay, this isn't going to be perfect because I can't see perfectly, but it's good enough. So the line that goes through our vertex is called our axis of symmetry. So this is our axis of symmetry, and this would be x equals h. So whatever the h value is in our vertex is that number. So like say, I don't know, I'm guessing like maybe we're over like 5. So then that would be x equals 5. Okay, and then you know that's your vertex right there, right? So vertex h comma k. It's that one right there. And then we're going to have, let's see. Okay, so min or max will be if your parabola is a happy face like this, then down here, that's going to be your minimum. So if you have a, put over here, min, it's going to be like that. And if you have a max, it's going to be downward parabola. So a sad face parabola. Okay, and then we have our zeros, and they have like 4 different names. It's your x-intercepts, your zeros, your solutions, and your roots. They all mean the same thing, but it's important that you know the verbiage, I guess you could say. So it's where your parabola goes through the x-intercept. So those are called, so x-intercept, roots, zeros, solutions. Again, all mean the same thing. They just have multiple names. So that would be both of those. And so this parabola has 2 x-intercepts, whereas some other parabolas might not. So here, if you have the vertex exactly on the x-axis and you only have 1, so this is only 1, we'll change our words up. So 1 root here. This one has 2 roots. All right, and then one with none would be like if you had a parabola all the way over here and it doesn't go through the x-axis at all. So that would be 0 roots. Okay, so here doesn't go through, so it has 0. 1 root would be always if it is on the axis, and then 2 roots is if it's going through, the parabola goes through the axis twice. Okay, then if we have a parabola that goes through here, so it's always going to go through the y-axis at some point, but in my picture there wasn't any close to it, so draw a new one here. So that's your y-intercept. Sorry, it's kind of small. I guess I should have wrote it on the other side. So that's your y-intercept when it goes through the axis, and that's your c value. So y equals c. That's what that is right there. All right. I think we're going to keep it simple like that for today. And then we will add in domain, range, increasing, and decreasing.